In the grand tapestry of human interaction, every word we speak is a thread that can either strengthen the weave or cause it to unravel. Choose your threads wisely. Have you ever noticed how some people command a room not by the quantity of their words, but by the quality of their silence? The quietest person in the room often seems to carry a profound sense of calm and wisdom. What if you could harness the same powerful presence? Marcus Aurelius once said, "Speak only if it improves upon the silence." Choosing silence can be a profound strategy to enhance focus and presence. In a realm constantly echoing with unceasing discourse, social media, and endless opinions, the ancient Stoic wisdom of choosing silence over idle chatter stands as a beacon of strength and intelligence. A wise man once said, "Nothing at all," because wise men speak when they have something to say. Fools, because they have to say something. This adage, steeped in the profound insights of Stoicism, underscores the virtue of restraint in speech and the value of thoughtful articulation. Imagine a scenario in a business meeting or a family gathering. The room is filled with voices, each clamoring to be heard. In contrast, one individual remains silent, their demeanor calm and contemplative. When this person finally speaks, their words cut through the cacophony, commanding attention and respect. Their speech is not a waterfall, but a well-aimed stream, flowing precisely to its intended destination. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, counsels, "First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." In the theater of life, the wise man often chooses to be an audience, understanding that words are like keys. Used wisely, they can unlock greatness. Used recklessly, they can close the doors of opportunity. He practices the art of Stoicism, speaking not out of turn but out of truth, teaching us that the most profound statements are often made in silence. The wise man's silence is a loud lesson. He speaks only when his words outweigh the silence. For in the halls of Stoicism, it's known, speak not because you must, but because your words can change the must into a meaningful melody. A sage whispers in a world that shouts, knowing that wisdom, like the sun, doesn't have to roar to be felt. In the stillness of his calm, he teaches the Stoic truth. It's not the volume of our words, but the weight of their silence that truly speaks. We're all too familiar with those who only talk for attention, filling the air with meaningless chatter to mask their lack of substance. But the ancient Stoics knew better. They saw words as weapons, effective only when precisely targeted and used purposefully. On top of that, it's in silence that we can observe, learn, and understand. Thus, by speaking less and listening more, your words gain weight and substance, making others listen when you speak. In a world where everyone seems to be talking but nobody is truly listening, the ancient Stoics presented a powerful alternative. They taught us that words are not merely sounds, but tools, to be used sparingly and effectively. In our modern world, we are bombarded by endless noise, chatter, and distraction. It's easy to fall into the trap of speaking without thinking, talking just to fill the silence. But Stoicism invites us to break this pattern, to embrace silence not as emptiness, but as a canvas for deeper understanding and meaningful connections. Trait 1. The Stoic Observer. Why do Stoics value observation over participation in trivial chatter? The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, taught that the act of observing rather than speaking provides a unique opportunity to engage deeply with the true nature of things. Aurelius wrote extensively on the importance of controlling one's speech to maintain inner harmony and wisdom. By speaking less and observing more, Stoics cultivate a disciplined mind, better prepared to discern truth from illusion and substance from triviality. This practice aligns with the Stoic ideal of living according to nature, which includes understanding and adapting to the external world through careful observation rather than hasty reaction. Aurelius believed that the more we speak, the less we listen and learn. In his Meditations, he advises that we should waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This implies action through being, rather than through endless discussion, highlighting the Stoic value of living one's philosophy quietly and effectively through observation and thoughtful action. How does Marcus Aurelius's approach enhance the practice of being a Stoic observer? Aurelius's approach to Stoicism emphasizes the importance of introspection and self-monitoring, which are enhanced by the practice of observation. He suggests that by observing our thoughts, actions, and the world around us without immediate judgment or reaction, we can gain a clearer understanding of our true intentions and the nature of our environment. This leads to more rational and measured responses to life's challenges, aligning with the Stoic pursuit of virtue. To integrate Aurelius's teachings into the practice of being a Stoic observer, one might focus on observing one's own thoughts as much as the external environment. This can be done through a practice known as the view from above, where you imagine looking at your life situations from a distant perspective to gain a broader, more objective understanding. Such practices help in recognizing the impermanence of momentary troubles and the broader scale of existence, reducing the urge to respond impulsively and instead fostering a calm, reflective demeanor. Practical application enhancing daily observation. To deepen your practice of being a Stoic observer in the spirit of Marcus Aurelius, try to incorporate moments of reflection in your daily routine. Before starting your day, take a few minutes to meditate on your intentions and how you aim to observe and interact with the world around you. Throughout the day, remind yourself to retreat into a mode of observation whenever you find yourself tempted to react hastily or speak without purpose. This practice not only aligns with the Stoic philosophy but also enriches your interactions by making them more thoughtful and deliberate. Expanding the role of observation in our lives as guided by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius allows us to live more thoughtfully and effectively. By embracing the role of a Stoic observer, we can approach the complexities of life with a balanced and insightful perspective, leading to greater wisdom and inner peace. This first trait of Stoic silence teaches us the value of becoming an observer. By choosing to speak less and observe more, you harness the power to see the world with more clarity and depth, paving the way for a richer, more thoughtful life. Trait 2. The Stoic restraint in speech. Why do Stoics prize silence over speaking in excess? In the Stoic view, wisdom is often found in silence. Stoics believe that by speaking less, one can avoid many pitfalls of unnecessary or harmful discourse. Marcus Aurelius, along with other Stoic philosophers like Seneca, emphasized the virtue of restraint in speech as a means of maintaining self-control and dignity. Excessive talking is seen as a deviation from the Stoic ideal of simplicity and can lead to gossip, needless arguing, or the divulging of one's personal virtues, which are considered counterproductive. How does restraint in speech align with the Stoic pursuit of virtue? For Stoics, every action must be purposeful and ethical, including communication. By limiting one's words, one ensures that only thoughtful, necessary, and constructive ideas are expressed. This practice not only prevents the typical errors in judgment that come from speaking without thinking, but also fosters a persona of calm and respectability. Practicing restraint in speech is directly linked to the Stoic goal of living a virtuous life, as it requires the virtues of wisdom to know when to speak, justice to speak fairly, and temperance to avoid speaking excessively. What are the perceived benefits of the Stoic practice in personal and professional settings? In personal relationships, restraint in speech can help in building stronger bonds based on respect and understanding, rather than conflict. Professionally, this trait can enhance one's reputation as a thoughtful and considerate individual. People who speak less but with purpose are often perceived as more intelligent and reliable. Furthermore, this practice can lead to better decision-making, as it involves listening more and understanding various perspectives before contributing to a conversation. How did historical Stoics exemplify this trait? Historical Stoics like Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we might listen more and talk less. He and other Stoics practiced and preached the discipline of keeping one's own counsel, sharing thoughts only when they would truly benefit others or contribute meaningfully to a discussion. This form of selective speech is not about self-censorship, but about choosing words with precision and care. ensuring they align with one's ethical beliefs and the situation at hand. Such a method not only refines an individual's communicative prowess, but also their moral compass. Practical application: mindful speaking in daily interactions. To integrate the Stoic practice of restraint in speech into daily life, begin by observing a silence period each day where you consciously choose to speak less and listen more. During conversations, focus on being fully present, listening actively without planning your response. This helps in understanding the other person's perspective and responding more thoughtfully. Over time, this practice will not only enhance your listening skills, but also make your words more considered and impactful. Practical application: journaling and reflection. Another effective way to practice this Stoic trait is through journaling. At the end of each day, reflect on your conversations. Identify moments when you spoke out of turn or said more than necessary, and consider how these instances could have been handled with greater restraint. This self-reflection will develop your ability to control impulsive speech and gradually align your speaking habits with Stoic principles. How does this trait enhance overall well-being? Adopting Stoic restraint in speech fundamentally transforms personal well-being by reducing stress and increasing self-esteem. It cultivates a personal environment where thoughtful communication prevails, leading to fewer misunderstandings and conflicts. This practice also contributes to mental clarity, as it encourages the individual to think more deeply about their beliefs and values before expressing them. Ultimately, Stoic restraint in speech is not only about being less vocal, but about enriching the quality of what we say and improving our engagement with the world. This development of the second trait offers a deep dive into the Stoic practice of restraint in speech, emphasizing its importance and benefits while providing practical ways to cultivate it in everyday life. By embracing this trait, individuals can lead more thoughtful, respectful, and impactful lives. Trait 3. The Stoic reflection before reaction. Why do Stoics emphasize the importance of reflection before reaction? Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of contemplation before response, advocating for a gap between stimulus and reaction to ensure decisions and actions are guided by reason rather than emotion. This principle is deeply rooted in the idea that wise and virtuous actions stem from thoughtful consideration. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius believed that this pause for reflection allows one to align actions with the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. By speaking less and reflecting more, one minimizes the risk of saying something regrettable and maximizes the opportunity for meaningful and impactful communication. How does this practice benefit personal growth? The practice of reflection before reaction fosters personal growth by developing one's self-awareness and emotional intelligence. It encourages individuals to understand their initial impulses and emotions, analyze them critically, and choose responses that align with their deeper values and principles. This trait not only helps in managing personal emotions but also improves interactions with others, as responses become more considered and less reactive. Over time, this can lead to a profound transformation in how individuals perceive challenges and interact with the world around them. What role does this Stoic trait play in managing conflicts? In conflict situations, the ability to pause and reflect before reacting can be incredibly valuable. It allows for a more measured and constructive approach to resolution, where both parties feel heard and respected. Stoic reflection helps to strip away the emotional heat from disagreements, focusing instead on rational solutions that can benefit all involved. This approach can prevent the escalation of conflict and promote a peaceful and productive resolution, adhering to the Stoic ideal of maintaining harmony with others. Can reflection before reaction improve leadership qualities? Absolutely. Leaders who embody this Stoic trait are often seen as more effective and respected. This practice equips leaders with the ability to handle crisis situations calmly and make decisions that are well considered, not impulsive. By modeling this behavior, leaders also encourage their teams to adopt a similar approach, fostering a work environment where thoughtful deliberation is valued over quick, possibly rash, judgments. Practical application: mindful pauses in daily life. To incorporate this Stoic practice into daily life, start by introducing mindful pauses into your routine. Before responding to emails, messages, or during conversations, take a moment to breathe and consider your words carefully. This can be as simple as counting to 5 before speaking or taking a deep breath to center yourself. Such pauses not only give you time to formulate your thoughts but also help in maintaining a calm and composed demeanor, reflective of Stoic tranquility. Practical application: reflective journaling. Another practical method to develop this trait is through reflective journaling. At the end of each day, spend time writing about key interactions and your immediate thoughts during those moments. Assess whether your responses were aligned with Stoic virtues and consider how you might improve future reactions. This exercise not only enhances self-awareness, but also reinforces the habit of reflecting before reacting, ingraining it more deeply into your behavioral patterns. How does this Stoic trait enhance overall life satisfaction? Adopting the practice of reflection before reaction can significantly enhance life satisfaction by reducing instances of regret and increasing feelings of control over one's actions and life. It promotes a deeper understanding of one's thoughts and feelings, leading to better decision-making and healthier relationships. As individuals become more adept at this practice, they experience a greater alignment between their actions and their ethical beliefs, leading to a more fulfilling and virtuous life. This Stoic trait not only improves personal well-being, but also contributes positively to the communities and environments in which individuals participate. Trait 4. The Stoic economy of words. Stoics place a high value on the economy of words, choosing succinctness and clarity over verbosity. This discipline in speech is seen as a reflection of clear thinking and respect for the listener's time and attention. Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, for example, emphasized the virtue of being concise, suggesting that an excess of words often leads to confusion rather than clarity. By speaking less but saying more, Stoics believe that one can convey thoughts more effectively and create a greater impact with fewer words. How does succinct communication influence personal and professional interactions? Practicing the economy of words can greatly enhance both personal and professional interactions. In personal relationships, it helps in conveying messages without overwhelming the listener, allowing for deeper understanding and connection. Professionally, concise communication is appreciated for its efficiency and ability to cut through noise, making meetings more productive and correspondence more clear. This Stoic trait not only saves time, but also makes the communicator appear more composed and confident. What are the broader implications of using fewer words? Using fewer words to communicate can lead to a more thoughtful consumption and production of language. This practice encourages one to think carefully about each word's necessity and impact before speaking, leading to more deliberate and meaningful choices. The broader implications include a heightened respect for dialogue and a greater emphasis on listening, qualities that are often overshadowed in a world dominated by constant communication. Thus, succinctness not only refines one's speech but also enhances one's ability to listen and engage with others effectively. Can this trait help in achieving Stoic tranquility? Yes, the economy of words is closely tied to the Stoic pursuit of tranquility. By avoiding unnecessary speech, one can maintain a calmer, more reflective state of mind. This restraint helps in managing emotional responses and prevents the kind of hasty reactions that can disrupt inner peace. Stoics believe that by speaking only when necessary, and with precision, one can cultivate a serene mind and a steadfast disposition. Practical application: structured communication exercises. To practice this Stoic trait in daily life, engage in structured communication exercises. For instance, challenge yourself to summarize complex ideas into concise statements, or limit your responses to a certain number of words during meetings. This not only trains you to think more critically about what is essential, but also helps in refining your ability to express yourself clearly and effectively. Over time, these exercises will enhance your natural ability to communicate succinctly, mirroring the Stoic ideal of economy in speech. Daily review of conversations. Another practical way to develop an economy of words is to review daily conversations each evening. Reflect on discussions or exchanges that occurred throughout the day, identifying moments where fewer words could have been used. Consider how the same point could be conveyed more succinctly, and plan to implement these strategies in future interactions. This daily practice not only improves communication skills, but also encourages a habit of mindful speech, aligned with Stoic principles. How does adopting succinct communication affect long-term relationships and career paths? Adopting succinct communication can significantly affect both personal relationships and professional career paths positively. In personal spheres, it fosters clearer and more effective communication, reducing misunderstandings and deepening connections. Professionally, being concise can distinguish an individual as a strategic thinker and effective leader, qualities that are highly valued in any career. Ultimately, mastering the economy of words can lead to greater success and satisfaction in various aspects of life, as it demonstrates respect, intelligence, and thoughtful engagement with the world. Trait 5. The Stoic art of listening. Why do Stoics emphasize the importance of listening? Stoicism teaches that listening, more than speaking, is the key to understanding the world and fostering wisdom. Stoics regard listening as an active, rather than passive endeavor that involves full engagement with the speaker's ideas and emotions. By prioritizing listening over speaking, one can gain insights and perspectives that would otherwise be missed in haste to respond. This practice aligns with the Stoic virtue of temperance, demonstrating control over one's impulses to speak, thereby allowing a deeper connection with the content being shared. How does effective listening impact interpersonal relationships? Effective listening enhances interpersonal relationships by showing genuine interest and respect for the other person's viewpoints. It builds trust and rapport, as individuals feel valued and understood when their words are received with sincere attention. In personal relationships, this can deepen emotional connections and promote mutual understanding. In professional settings, effective listening leads to more collaborative and productive work environments, as team members feel their contributions are truly considered. What are the practical benefits of being a good listener in everyday life? Being a good listener can transform everyday interactions and decision-making processes. It allows one to gather more information and context before forming judgments or making decisions, leading to more informed and appropriate actions. Good listeners are often seen as leaders and confidants, trusted for their ability to process information thoughtfully and respond with wisdom. Moreover, this trait can prevent conflicts and misunderstandings that often arise from poor communication, as it ensures that all parties are correctly understood. Can listening more and speaking less contribute to personal growth? Yes, the practice of listening more and speaking less is integral to personal growth, as it fosters a learning mindset. By absorbing more from the external environment, individuals continuously expand their knowledge and understanding of diverse perspectives. This habit encourages humility and patience, virtues highly regarded in Stoic philosophy. Additionally, by listening more, one practices self-restraint and mindfulness, which are essential for the development of character and moral integrity. Practical application. Active listening techniques. To cultivate the Stoic trait of listening, one can practice active listening techniques. Start by maintaining eye contact, nodding appropriately, and avoiding interruptions while others speak. Paraphrase or summarize what has been said to ensure understanding and show the speaker that their message has been received. This practice not only improves interpersonal communications, but also deepens comprehension and retention of the information shared. Practical application. Listening journals. Another practical approach is to keep a listening journal. After conversations, take a moment to jot down key points and any new insights gained from listening. Reflect on how the information has impacted your understanding or perspective. This journaling practice not only reinforces what was learned, but also highlights areas where listening could be improved, encouraging continuous development of this essential skill. How does embracing the Stoic art of listening enhance one's overall quality of life? Embracing the Stoic art of listening can significantly enhance one's quality of life by improving relationships, increasing knowledge, and fostering a peaceful and respectful living environment. Good listeners are often appreciated and valued in both personal and professional spheres, leading to more opportunities and a broader network of connections. Additionally, the inner tranquility that comes from knowing you truly understand others' points of view can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling life. Ultimately, mastering the art of listening allows individuals to live more harmoniously within their communities, fully embracing the Stoic ideal of a well-examined and virtuous life. Trait 6. The Stoic embrace of solitude. Why do Stoics value solitude? Stoicism teaches the importance of solitude as a means to foster self-reflection and personal growth. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius used solitude to detach from the distractions of social life and engage deeply with their own thoughts. This practice allows for a clearer understanding of one's values and decisions, away from the influence and judgment of others. By embracing solitude, Stoics can focus on self-improvement and the cultivation of virtue, essential aspects of their philosophy. How does solitude enhance self-awareness? Solitude provides the quiet necessary to listen to one's inner voice and examine personal motivations without external pressure. In these moments of quiet reflection, individuals can assess their actions and align their behavior more closely with their ideals. This enhanced self-awareness leads to greater consistency between one's principles and actions, a key goal for any Stoic. Furthermore, the clarity gained through solitude aids in making more deliberate and thoughtful life choices. What role does solitude play in managing emotions? Engaging in periods of solitude allows individuals to process emotions without the immediacy of external stimuli, leading to more rational and measured responses. Stoics use solitude to practice apatheia, the management of emotions, to maintain inner peace. By reflecting alone, one can dissect emotional reactions and understand their roots, which helps in developing a more Stoic response to future challenges. This emotional regulation is crucial for maintaining the equanimity that Stoicism strives for. Can solitude contribute to better relationships? Ironically, solitude can significantly enhance interpersonal relationships. By spending time alone, individuals can decompress and return to social interactions with a refreshed and more patient demeanor. Solitude allows one to appreciate others' company more and engage in social interactions with a clear, unburdened mind. Additionally, the self-knowledge gained in solitude can lead to more authentic and meaningful connections, as one interacts with others from a place of understanding and stability. Practical application: scheduled solitude. To integrate the practice of solitude into daily life, schedule regular intervals dedicated to being alone with your thoughts. This can be as simple as a daily walk, meditation, or journaling session without electronic distractions. Use this time to ponder the events of the day, your reactions, and how they align with your Stoic values. Regularly scheduled solitude not only enhances mental clarity, but also reinforces your commitment to personal growth and Stoic practice. Practical application: reflective retreats. Consider taking a reflective retreat, whether for a few hours or a few days, to deepen your engagement with solitude. During this time, focus on activities that foster introspection, such as reading Stoic texts, writing in a journal, or practicing mindfulness exercises. These retreats can serve as a reset for your mental state, allowing you to return to your daily life rejuvenated and more aligned with Stoic principles. Retreats can also provide the perspective needed to tackle ongoing challenges with renewed vigor and insight. How does embracing solitude ultimately benefit a Stoic lifestyle? Embracing solitude is fundamental to living a Stoic lifestyle, as it fosters the introspection and self-mastery that Stoicism prizes. Through solitude, one can develop the resilience and independence necessary to face life's challenges without undue distress. It also allows for a life that is less reactive and more reflective, characteristics that define Stoic wisdom. Overall, the practice of solitude not only enriches one's inner life, but also enhances one's ability to engage with the external world in a more virtuous and meaningful way. Trait 7. The Stoic mastery of impulse control. Why is impulse control valued by Stoics? Stoics regard impulse control as essential for living a virtuous and reasoned life. By mastering their impulses, Stoics ensure that their actions are deliberate and aligned with their principles, rather than reactions to fleeting emotions. This discipline helps maintain a calm demeanor and prevents regrettable decisions made in the heat of the moment. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers emphasized that true freedom comes from being master of one's own emotions and reactions, a concept deeply integrated into Stoic teachings. How does impulse control contribute to effective communication? Impulse control is particularly important in communication, where speaking without thinking can lead to misunderstandings or conflict. By controlling their impulses, Stoics can choose words that are thoughtful and contribute positively to a conversation. This measured approach to communication not only prevents the escalation of disputes, but also promotes clarity and understanding. Stoics believe that if one can control the impulse to speak hastily, one can maintain relationships that are based on respect and rational dialogue. What are the wider social benefits of impulse control? Socially, individuals who exhibit strong impulse control are often perceived as more reliable and trustworthy. Their ability to respond thoughtfully to challenging situations inspires confidence and leadership. In communities and workplaces, such figures can help maintain a stable and harmonious environment. Furthermore, by setting an example of composed behavior, they encourage others to adopt similar practices, enhancing the overall well-being of their social circles. Can impulse control lead to better personal discipline? Yes, mastering impulse control is a crucial step towards developing broader personal discipline. This trait encourages consistency in habits and behaviors, which is fundamental for achieving long-term goals and maintaining personal growth. As Stoics practice impulse control, they become more adept at resisting temptations and distractions, which enhances their focus and productivity. Ultimately, this discipline extends beyond communication, influencing all areas of life, from financial decisions to daily routines. Practical application: mindful response exercises. To cultivate impulse control in daily interactions, practice mindful response exercises. Before responding in conversation, pause for a moment to reflect on the purpose of your response and its potential impacts. Ask yourself if your words are necessary, true, and kind. This practice not only prevents impulsive reactions, but also deepens your engagement with the principles of Stoic philosophy, promoting a more thoughtful approach to communication. Practical application: impulse logging. Keep an impulse log to track moments when you feel a strong urge to act or speak without thinking. Note the situation, the impulse, and how you managed it, whether you gave in or controlled it. Reviewing this log periodically can provide insights into patterns in your behavior and help you develop strategies to strengthen your impulse control. Over time, this method will enhance your ability to act according to your values rather than your immediate desires. How does embracing impulse control enrich a Stoic's life? Embracing impulse control is fundamentally transformative for those following Stoic philosophy. It not only fosters a life of intentional actions and ethical living, but also reduces stress and anxiety associated with hasty decisions. Stoics find that with better impulse control, they can face life's challenges with greater calm and effectiveness, embodying the virtues they strive to uphold. In essence, mastering this trait allows for a more fulfilling, stable, and principled life, true to the Stoic pursuit of tranquility and virtue. Trait 8. The Stoic practice of deliberate silence. Why do Stoics practice deliberate silence? Deliberate silence is a core Stoic practice, valued for its power to foster reflection, self-control, and depth of understanding. By choosing silence over immediate reaction, Stoics can observe their environment and their own internal responses without the distraction of speech. This practice allows for a more profound engagement with the world and ensures that when they do speak, their words are thoughtful and measured. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers advocated for silence as a means of strengthening the mind and refining one's character. How does deliberate silence enhance personal wisdom? In the quietude of deliberate silence, individuals are better able to hear not just the words of others, but also the unspoken truths that lie beneath. This form of active non-participation helps one to discern the essence of the matters at hand, promoting a deeper understanding. Stoics use silence to process information critically, allowing wisdom to develop from contemplation rather than conversation. This wisdom is not rushed, but is a deliberate cultivation of knowledge and virtue. What are the relational benefits of practicing deliberate silence? Practicing deliberate silence can significantly improve relationships. It creates a space for others to express themselves freely, which can lead to more open and honest exchanges. When people feel heard and understood rather than interrupted or rebutted, they are more likely to engage positively. This practice demonstrates respect and patience, qualities that are essential for building trust and empathy in any relationship. Can deliberate silence be a strategic tool in professional settings? Absolutely. In professional environments, deliberate silence can be a strategic tool for negotiation and leadership. By remaining silent at key moments, individuals can encourage others to reveal more of their thoughts and strategies, which can be advantageous in negotiation scenarios. Furthermore, leaders who practice deliberate silence are often perceived as calm and thoughtful, qualities that can inspire confidence and respect among colleagues. Practical application: structured quiet time. To incorporate deliberate silence into daily life, schedule structured quiet times during your day. Use these periods to refrain from speaking and engage in silent activities such as reading, writing, or simply reflecting. These moments not only provide a break from the noise of everyday life, but also enhance your ability to concentrate and think deeply. Regular practice of structured quiet time can transform your approach to communication and decision-making, aligning more closely with Stoic principles. Practical application: active listening sessions. Another way to practice deliberate silence is through active listening sessions. During conversations, consciously decide to speak less and listen more. Focus entirely on understanding the other person's perspective without planning your response. This exercise not only improves your listening skills but also deepens your relationships, as you provide a space for others to express themselves without interruption. How does deliberate silence contribute to a fulfilling Stoic life? Embracing deliberate silence is fundamental to living a Stoic life, as it cultivates virtues such as self-control, patience, and wisdom. Through silence, Stoics gain a clearer perspective of their thoughts and emotions, allowing them to act more in harmony with their principles. Moreover, this practice leads to richer, more meaningful interactions and a greater appreciation of the world. Ultimately, deliberate silence is not just an absence of words, but a profound presence of mind, contributing to a life of fulfillment and tranquility. Trait 9. The Stoic value of observational learning. Why do Stoics prioritize observational learning? Stoics believe that much wisdom is gained through careful observation of the world around them, rather than through direct intervention. By practicing observational learning, Stoics absorb valuable lessons from the successes and failures of others, without the need for personal trial and error. This method not only conserves personal resources, but also allows for a deeper understanding of human behavior and natural processes. Observational learning aligns with the Stoic principle of leveraging external experiences to cultivate internal wisdom and virtue. How does observational learning influence decision-making? Observational learning equips Stoics with a broader perspective when making decisions. By observing how different choices play out in the lives of others, Stoics can anticipate potential outcomes of similar decisions in their own lives. This approach helps in avoiding common pitfalls and adopting strategies that have proven effective, thereby making more informed and prudent decisions. Consequently, Stoics who practice this trait often exhibit a higher level of foresight and discretion in their actions. What are the practical benefits of this approach in everyday life? The benefits of observational learning are manifold in everyday life. It allows individuals to learn from a diverse array of human experiences without the necessity of personal involvement in every situation. This can lead to a more efficient acquisition of knowledge and skills, as well as a better appreciation for the complexity and variability of human behavior. Moreover, it helps in building empathy and understanding, as observing others' challenges and solutions broadens one's perspective on what is possible or achievable. Can observational learning improve interpersonal relationships? Yes, by observing the dynamics of various relationships, Stoics can gain insights into effective communication and conflict resolution techniques. This understanding can then be applied to their own relationships, enhancing their interactions with friends, family, and colleagues. Observational learning encourages a non-judgmental, open-minded approach to dealing with others, fostering relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It also allows Stoics to appreciate different viewpoints and cultural norms, which can be invaluable in maintaining harmonious relationships. Practical application. Structured observational practices. To practice observational learning effectively, Stoics can engage in structured observational practices. For instance, attending workshops or lectures not just to learn the content, but to observe different speakers' styles and the audience's reactions can provide insights into effective public speaking and audience engagement. Observing colleagues in meetings to learn how they handle objections or propose ideas can also be invaluable. Such practices can be noted and reflected upon later to derive lessons that can be applied in similar future scenarios. Practical application. Mentorship observations. Another practical application is to observe mentors or leaders whom you admire. Identify the qualities that make them successful and note how they handle various professional and personal situations. This type of observational learning can be particularly effective when combined with regular reflection on how these observations can be integrated into one's own life and work. Such mentorship, even when passive, can significantly accelerate personal and professional growth. How does observational learning contribute to a Stoic's life satisfaction? Embracing observational learning can greatly contribute to a Stoic's life satisfaction by enabling them to learn continuously from the environment, without the direct cost of experiencing each lesson personally. This efficient approach to learning not only builds a vast reservoir of knowledge and wisdom, but also enhances adaptability and resilience. By understanding the world more deeply, Stoics can live in greater harmony with the forces that shape their lives, leading to enhanced peace and satisfaction. Ultimately, observational learning fosters a life lived with awareness, intention, and minimal regret, hallmarks of a true Stoic lifestyle. Trait 10. The Stoic embrace of minimalism in expression. Why do Stoics practice minimalism in expression? Stoics view minimalism in expression as essential to living a focused and meaningful life. By limiting their words to what is truly necessary, Stoics avoid superfluous or emotionally charged conversations that can lead to misunderstandings or conflict. This practice aligns with the Stoic ideal of essentialism, where the quality of one's contributions outweighs the quantity. Through minimalist expression, Stoics aim to communicate more clearly and effectively, ensuring their words are deliberate, thoughtful, and impactful. How does minimalism in expression foster deeper understanding? Minimalism in expression encourages deeper thinking and more precise communication. When Stoics choose their words carefully, they are more likely to convey their thoughts accurately and to listen more attentively to others. This selective approach to communication reduces noise and increases the value of what is shared, fostering clearer and more meaningful interactions. As a result, Stoics often find that by saying less, they can actually communicate more. What are the benefits of this trait in professional environments? In professional settings, minimalism in expression can be particularly advantageous. It helps individuals stand out as effective communicators who respect their colleagues' time and attention. By articulating ideas succinctly, Stoics can cut through the clutter of unnecessary detail and highlight the core issues more effectively. This approach not only aids in faster decision-making, but also builds a reputation for clarity and reliability in business communications. Can minimalism in expression enhance personal relationships? Absolutely. In personal relationships, minimalism in expression can prevent overreaction and the escalation of trivial issues. By focusing on communicating only what is necessary and beneficial, Stoics can avoid the pitfalls of miscommunication and excessive emotional responses. This practice leads to more harmonious relationships, as it encourages thoughtful dialogue and mutual respect between individuals. Practical application: daily communication audit. One practical way to implement minimalism in expression is to conduct a daily communication audit. Reflect on the conversations you had throughout the day and identify moments when fewer words could have been used without losing the message's essence. Evaluate the effectiveness of your communication. Were your words necessary and sufficient to convey your thoughts? This self-assessment encourages a more mindful approach to speaking, gradually aligning daily habits with Stoic ideals. Practical application: scripting important conversations. Before important conversations, whether in a personal or professional context, take time to script your points concisely. Plan what you need to communicate, stripping down the message to its essential components. This preparation helps ensure that your delivery is clear and purposeful, minimizing the risk of misunderstanding and maximizing the impact of your words. This practice not only improves communication efficiency, but also boosts confidence in delivering your message. How does embracing minimalism in expression contribute to a fulfilling Stoic life? Embracing minimalism in expression contributes significantly to a fulfilling Stoic life by promoting authenticity, clarity, and intentionality in all communications. This trait supports the Stoic pursuit of virtue by fostering self-discipline and mindful interaction with the world. By focusing on what truly matters and expressing it with precision, Stoics can live more deliberately and impactfully. Ultimately, minimalism in expression allows for a clearer path to personal and interpersonal harmony, reflecting the profound simplicity and depth of Stoic philosophy. Remember that each moment of silence is an opportunity for growth and reflection. The quiet path we've explored is not just about withholding words, but about enriching the ones we choose to share. Embrace the power of pause, and let your actions and carefully chosen words resonate more deeply. May you carry the calm confidence of the Stoic spirit into every conversation, and cherish the profound impact of saying, just enough. Speak less, listen more, and let the silence speak volumes.